Today's obituaries are brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home. Graveside services for Eva Pearl Martin, age 88 of Hansville, will be at noon today at Mount Grove Cemetery, Coleman Heritage Funeral Home directing. Ms. Martin passed away Tuesday at her residence. Visitation will be from 11 until 11:30 at the funeral home. Graveside services for Sheriff Vickery Murphy, age 75 of Titusville, Florida, will be held at 11 a.m. Saturday at Garden City Cemetery. Hansville Funeral Home is notifying Ms. Murphy passed away on Wednesday. And those are our obituaries brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home. She passed away on November.
Bank presents Today on 2. We are broadcasting on Charter Cable in Cullman County. We're on the internet, channel2cullman.com. You can follow us on Twitter, on Facebook, or watch our program anytime that you want to on YouTube. It is another beautiful, sunshiny spring morning in Cullman, Alabama.
It is already. It's so nice outside.
Oh, yeah.
So
beautiful
tired.
day. It's been a beautiful week. Unfortunately, we get to the weekend and Strawberry Fest, and it looks like rain.
Rain.
Oh, so anyway, let's start with the weather forecast for today.
Like
Our weather is brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet on Cherokee Avenue. We start with the weather almanac for the 8th day of May. The average high temperature in Cullman is 79. The average low is 59. The record high, 93 in 1986. The record low, 39 in 1958. Sunset will set tonight at 7:37 and sunrise tomorrow at 5:51. Checking the satellite picture around the country, it looks like a lot of rain here and there, and this time of year, a lot of those storms move up to the north, and I think that the upper Midwest was talking about tornado activity for today or tomorrow. Our part of the country looks pretty good so far. There you can see the southeast. And here's our forecast for today. If you've enjoyed the weather the last couple of days, you'll enjoy today. Sunny, a little bit of a breeze with a high of 84. Cloudy tonight, low around 64. Then the rain's going to start moving in later on tonight. Tomorrow, 70% chance of rain tomorrow afternoon, a high of 78. On Saturday, 60% chance of rain, a high of 79. Sunday, rain chances diminish and temperatures warming up to 81. And the forecast will be about the same every day next week. Slight chance of rain with a high around 80 degrees. So there we go with the weather forecast for the next several days. And hopefully the rain for tomorrow and Saturday for Strawberry Fest doesn't deter the activities.
Hopefully not. Do they have anything special for inclement weather? Like, do they move anywhere or have any specific plans?
Yes, as a matter of fact, good thing that you asked that. I drove by the Fest Hall and Depot Park yesterday, or this morning, coming to work, and a lot of tents have been set up in the parking lot behind the museum, which of course would accommodate the vendors who normally set up on Saturday, but also the activities going on. So yeah, they're prepared.
Okay, well good.
Prepared for some rain.
Just bring an umbrella and you'll be fine.
There we go. Let's talk about Strawberry Fest a little bit and talk about some of the activities that will be taking place.
Looks like they are going to have activities on both days, arts and crafts, an antique tractor show, and the Coleman County Museum is going to be open. So if you've never been there, it's really fascinating. You should go by and check it out. And they'll have live music on both days, correct? And tours, and on Saturday there will be a classic car show. So there's lots of stuff for you and your whole family to do.
And a lot of strawberries for sale, too.
Lots of strawberries. That's the best part.
Yes, it is. And yeah, entertainment all day long. Friday night, Saturday, and Saturday night. So a lot of good times. Strawberry Fest coming up tomorrow and Saturday. Well, speaking of good times, we are going to start our candidate forums on Monday, right here on Channel 2. This will be part of our Today on 2 program. On Monday, we will talk with the Associate County Commission candidates for Place 2. That is the west side. All 5 candidates have been invited. On Wednesday, we will talk to Associate Commissioner candidates for Place 1, the east side, and we have 2 candidates there. And then on Friday, May 16th, the candidates running for Coleman County Sheriff will be on our program, so we invite you to watch our programs next week.
So much going on.
Yeah,
so busy.
A lot going on. The election coming up, I think, the 3rd day of June, coming quickly.
Ooh, that is close. I hadn't realized.
Okay, Facebook friend. Who's our friend today?
Daniel Brasher is our Facebook friend, and he likes Alabama football and Hank Williams Jr., so we're very glad that he is our friend on Facebook. And to reward him, we will be giving him a large barbecue sandwich from Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue. Just come by here and pick up your certificate on your way.
And speaking of the election, we have a candidate with us today.
We do. Mr. Roy Jackson is here today running for legislature.
And Tahani found out that he's running for the legislature in your district.
He is. I had no idea. I'm never there, so I don't know who is and who isn't.
Okay, we'll talk to Roy Jackson here in just a little bit. George Spear is here with news and commentary right after this.
In the nation, we reward safe driving. Add Vanishing Deductible from Nationwide Insurance and get $100 off every year of safe driving, which means you could save a lot of Benjamins. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation.
Nationwide is on your side.
One of the most frequently asked questions I receive out on the campaign trail is, why do you want to be the sheriff of Coleman County? Coleman County is my home. It's where I was born and raised, and it's where my wife Susie and I will raise our 2 boys. And there's nothing more important to me than my Lord and Savior, my family, and my home. And I would like to ask for your vote on June 3rd in the 2014 Republican primary election.
Time for news and commentary on this Thursday morning. Coleman Times reporting that Tuesday evening, a 20-year-old Coleman man, talking about Jonathan Hines, was driving a Ford Ranger about 3 miles west of Holly Pond. He was on Highway 278, left the road. He was met, they took him by helicopter. And sometimes I wonder, I know you probably do too, why they choose certain hospitals. Why wasn't it, our rather a CRMC, or well, they took him to Huntsville. So maybe some kind of injuries they don't handle too well, maybe at CRMC, or there are people that make decisions to send them to certain hospitals. And speaking of hospitals, Speaking of hospitals, I wonder why the Times hasn't covered one of the big stories, and that is that the president of CRMC, Jim Widener, apparently is no longer the president at CRMC. I don't know what's going on. I guess we've heard that it might be a situation where the contract was not agreed upon. But so what happens now? You know, the board that runs the hospital has gone through so many evolutions. The county used to own the hospital back in the 60s, but then here comes Medicare and other things that make the administrative part of running a hospital really rough, so Baptist Health Systems took it over. And then from then on, the county really never knew if it owned the hospital or not. Main thing we all want, and I know you probably agree, is that this hospital remains solvent and that it doesn't really have the kind of problems that other hospitals and the Baptist Health System have had because of various and sundry reasons. So maybe tomorrow we'll see something in the newspaper that talks about the issue of who will be the new director, or rather president, or what's going on. Well, I don't know, sometimes I like to watch moonshiners. It's kind of fun to watch these guys sort of try to get around the law. But then, you know, in Coleman County, it wasn't much different back years ago. And some still, even today, they make their own shine. But you'd always see Crash Waltrip, right? Busting up a steal. That was always in the Coleman Times and Democrat. But nowadays, of course, you've got a wet city, so they don't have to go through such gyrations, but they're still going on. In fact, a gallon of woods-made whiskey, moonshine, you can get about $30 out in the county or in other counties around Alabama. But in Atlanta, it goes for $60. $60. And now on the Moonshiners episode, they talk about how some people are willing to pay $100 a gallon. They must be desperate for a drink, I guess. 2 Alabama women filed a federal lawsuit yesterday seeking to force the state to recognize their out-of-state marriage so that they can be legal parents to an 8-year-old son. And you wonder sometimes, you know, where this is going to lead. People looking for the letter of the law to be implemented and to be enforced. At the same time, you've got a Florida man, Chris Sevier is his name, down in the Panhandle. He believes that if gays can get married, why can't he marry his computer? He's serious. He says if gays should be allowed to marry, so should other sexual minorities. He's in love with his MacBook because it's got pornography in it. He says it doesn't talk back. Go figure. Is there a crazy one out there? It's about in every crowd. Yeah, and the paper seems to find them, doesn't it? The reporters. Nick Saban, not winning, but earning about $6 million each year, as of course, as the coach for University of Alabama's football team. He also earned hundreds of thousands of dollars from a variety of sources, according to the most recent state ethics forum. You have to fill those out whenever you're an elected official or people in situations like that who make over a certain amount of money. He has a book publishing firm. He has real estate in Alabama, Louisiana, and Texas. And he has a company that's related to the creation of a new Birmingham area Mercedes-Benz dealership. I wonder if it's going to be Ford tough for him this coming football season, or will he be riding in a Mercedes? And finally, what's the biggest thing now on eBay and some other auction sites? Women are selling their pregnancy tests used so the girl can use it to hook a man. I'm serious as a snake bite. That's what they're doing. Latest trend, they say. Get him hooked. But what happens 9 months from now? Something strange going on down there. Stay tuned. More of Today on 2 after this.
I will rebuild the relationships with local city, county, and governmental agencies in which we all have the same mindset that we are working together for the betterment of our community in that one single direction for every citizen of Coleman County. My office will be held accountable from the top down. I will be held accountable first. And as your sheriff, I will lead the sheriff's office with conviction, pledging to return the office of sheriff back to the people.
At Premier Bank, we are very proud of the long-lasting relationships we have with our customers. We'll go almost anywhere to meet your banking needs.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Meet the KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop. It might just change the way you cook. Induction technology heats the pan and not the cooking surface to offer you a new level of precision, speed, and energy efficiency. 9 settings give you different levels of heat to achieve precise temperatures and amazing responsiveness. Water boils in just seconds, making this the fastest to boil induction cooktop available. The KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop.
We continue with more of Today on 2. This part of our program, we have a couple of prizes we would like to give away. If you can get the right answer to our quiz, let's see what we have for prizes for today. We have the family barbecue pack from Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue. And we have one more prize. That is a free haircut, courtesy of Hair by Loretta, and she's located in the Kayla Salon on 1st Avenue Southwest. Those are the prizes we have for today. Let's look at our merchant ads. We're going to ask a question, of course, about one of these ads, starting with the Wellness and Aquatic Center, where they have the full fitness center, weights, cardio, and professional training, indoor walking track, aerobic, Zumba, and cycling classes. That's the Wellness and Aquatic Center.
And Brown & Company Beverages is where good taste begins. They have domestic and imported, regional and local beer and wines, ciders, meads, mixes, and gourmet sodas. They're located on Highway 157 Northwest in Coleman.
Mullins Body Shop, over 50 years they've been doing auto body repair and towing. You can count on them each and every day. Their phone number is 256-734-1353.
And Alabama Sunrooms and Awnings. They do sunrooms and screen rooms, patios and deck coverings, awnings, metal roofs, vinyl siding, garages and buildings, and they give free estimates. If they do it, it's built right, and you can visit them on the web at builtrightawnings.com.
Auto Tech Repair and Service, where they do major engine repair, brake and transmission repair on all vehicles, located on County Road 1354 in Vinemont. That's Auto Tech.
Jolly Time Rentals, where fun is always in the air. You can call Holly Mullins today to book at 256-620-JOLLY. That's 5655. And they have the inflatable slides and water slides, bounce castles, and all of those things.
Grand Point Pharmacy, located on Highway 31 North, open at 7:30 every day, Monday through Saturday. Don't let allergies blow you away. Get them before they get you. Allergy products at Grand Point Pharmacy.
And Deb's Bookstore is your hometown bookstore. Gift certificates are available, especially for Mother's Day coming up. Used books are half price every day, and new books are 20% off every day. And she's just down the road. Browsers are always welcome.
The Candle Garden is located downtown Coleman, next to Moe's Barbecue. They do the hand-poured candles in all sorts of fragrances. A lot of gift items available, gift baskets, and that's at the Candle Garden. There we go with some of our merchant ads for today. For our question for today, I'm going to give you the location. You tell me the name of the business.
Okay.
Sometimes we do it the other way around.
Okay.
The location is Highway 278, right by the interstate. What is the name of the advertiser we're talking about? They're on Highway 278, right by the interstate. 256-734-7399 is our telephone number. We have the family barbecue pack from Mad Dog Mike's Barbecue and a free haircut by by Loretta. Okay, go ahead and call in right now while we watch Money Matters, brought to you by Premier Bank.
Hi, I'm Eddie Bedard. I'd like to talk to you today about purchasing a new or used car. What I'd suggest, if you're interested in looking at one, kind of come in and see your local banker. Talk to them. Most banks require a down payment. It depends on the terms, new or used cars, but your local banker can fill you in, take you through the steps that you need. They'd be glad to work with you on it and try to keep everything local if you can. This has been Money Matters, brought to you today by Premier Bank of the South.
We don't have any phone calls. Good time to call in right now. Once again, our phone number, 256-734-7399. Tell us what is the name of the business that's located on Highway 278 right by the interstate. No callers? Let's look at that ad and the rest of our merchant ads right now. Yates Chance Christian Bookstore, they say grab it, engrave it, and go. They have engraving now for wood and metal products. Personalize a gift for Mother's Day.
The new fitness facility in downtown Coleman is B-Fit. It's next to Renard's Gallery. It's $50 a month to month. There is no contract, and your membership includes a personal trainer.
Pizza Hut of Coleman mentions that they have the lunch buffet served from 11 till 2 every day, priced to just $6.49.
Hansville Drugstore is a blast from the past. They opened in 1925, and they are still serving ice cream treats from the original soda fountain, and there's always old-time friendly service.
There's Hair by Loretta. Hair is my passion. New customers get a $5 discount. Call and make an appointment today. Located in the Kayla Salon on 1st Avenue Southwest.
Dairy Queen's Blizzard of the Month is strawberry shortcake, and that looks delicious. It's available the entire month of May, so you can go get yours at Dairy Queen.
Cotton State Barns of Coleman, located on Highway 278 right by the interstate. Cotton State Barns of Coleman, the answer to our question for today, where they make carports, playsets, utility trailers, and storage buildings.
And Tires for Less offers Bridgestone and Firestone tires, but they also do oil changes, minor engine repair, shocks and brakes. You can go see Greg at the guys and at Tires for Less on Highway 31, just past 157.
Earl's Body Shop, celebrating 50 years in business. They do towing, they do auto body repair. They're located on Highway 31 North. Check out their website, earlsbodyshop.com.
Mr. Hicks Menswear has formal wear available for all occasions. Any weddings, any type of formal events coming up, they're located on Compass Way in Coleman.
Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue, located in the Berlin Quick Stop on Highway 278, as the family barbecue pack, priced to just $13.99. There we go with our merchant ads for today. Coming up next, we're going to talk to Roy Jackson, who's running for the state legislature.
So don't go away.
There's stuff around your house, but we don't make stuff. We make ovens. Dual fuel, double ovens. And they bake so evenly that now delicious is something you can depend on. We only make things for one room. The best room. Your kitchen. We're devoted to it. And you can feel it in everything we make. Nobody knows the kitchen like KitchenAid.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Coleman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
We have to be more responsive to the needs of victims within our community, and we will do this by establishing a victim service unit within the Sheriff's Office. Utilizing the personnel there, this unit will also assist the victims of assault, domestic violence cases, to the needed people that they can speak to that will help them not only get self-help, but through the prosecution of their case. And I would like to ask for your vote on June 3rd in the 2014 Republican primary election.
At Premier Bank, we take pride in serving our community. We respect our customers, and we've won awards for our ethical conduct. We're motivated to do all we can for you, and we're interested in your banking needs. We're efficient, safe, and sound, and our relationships with our customers are second to none.
At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
While Washington liberals like Obama and Pelosi continue to attack Alabama families and values, conservative leaders like Ed Henry are fighting back, championing pro-life legislation, standing strong against Obamacare, and keeping taxes low so we can create good jobs. Ed Henry, the conservative champion we need in Montgomery.
Once again, our guest today is Roy Jackson. Roy will be running for the state legislature in District 12. Roy, thanks for coming in, seeing us today. And let's see, do we have the microphone? Oh, make sure.
Let's put it on this side.
There we go.
Sorry about that.
All the way from Brushy Pond this morning, huh?
Yeah, that's where I live. Me and my wife live at Brushy Pond. We have a farm at Brushy Pond. We raise cattle, and I'm the road superintendent for Coleman County.
You told me a little bit ago that you've been campaigning for almost a year now. Why did you decide to run for the legislature?
To make a difference. You know, I want to make a difference. I've worked for Coleman County for 22 plus years as the road superintendent and various other positions, and I would like to give a little bit back. You know, I'm not running for a career. I'm not running for any kind of ego thing. I'm just running to give something back to Coleman County.
Anything particular in the legislature in the last couple of years that you would be opposed to that they've done?
Well, I'm opposed to Common Core.
Okay.
I'm opposed to taking the rights of the people of this county away to vote for offices. I think before a bill is enacted in Montgomery, whether it be a local bill or what, we should have the right to vote on stuff that affects the citizens of District 12 and of Coleman County. District 12 does not cover all of Coleman County, but I will represent this county from to the best of my ability.
You talk about making a difference. Be a little bit more specific for me.
Well, when I get to Montgomery, you know, I would like to introduce a bill to maybe have the citizens of this county vote to whether they want to change from a 3-man commission to a 5-man commission. I've been in favor of that. I've worked for the commission for 22 years. I've seen the goods and the bad, and I think that with a 5-man commission, we could have better representation for all the citizens of this county. And also, I would be in favor of abolishing the grocery tax, as it's called, because there's a lot of folks in this county that can't afford to buy groceries and food, and that grocery tax is very expensive. We could find other ways to make revenue in the state other than on the back of the poor people of this state.
If you cut the tax on groceries, you would have to raise it somewhere else. At least that's what most people say. What would you propose that we do?
Well, you know, there's loopholes in the tax laws in the state of Alabama that could be cut out and do away with, you know, with some of those loopholes to where you could have adequate revenue in this county and the state. And we need to cut back on some of the state spending.
It seems like the big news that comes out of the legislature each year in putting a budget together is the cost of Medicare, Medicaid, and the prisons.
Correct.
What's the solution?
Well, the solution's better education for folks, maybe to do away with we wouldn't have so many folks in prison. I think better education would help on that. Medicare and Medicaid, you know, that's going to be a long-going thing due to Obamacare. Mm-hmm. And, you know, my wife's in the medical field. I know a little bit about the medical field, and you know, there's going to have to be some changes in Montgomery, the way we do everyday business in Montgomery, in order to survive the next few years.
The governor was proposing a 2% raise for teachers. The legislature didn't go along with it. What would your stand be on that?
I would have supported a 2% raise for teachers. We need good teachers. We need standards for our teachers, but we need good teachers to teach our children and our grandkids. I have 8 grandkids, and I want them to have a good education.
Toward the end of the session, we had one legislator who resigned because of ethics violations. Another one shortly after the session was indicted.
Correct.
Did those corruption charges surprise you?
Yes, they did. They did. I wasn't keeping up with that, and so yes, they did surprise me.
Is this something that you think is more widespread in the legislature, or just two isolated incidents?
I do not know. I've never been to the legislature in Montgomery. I'm not familiar with how they do business on that stand. I do not know. I hope that we do. I like to think in my heart that we do not have corrupt officials in Montgomery. I'm from the old school. I think if people puts their trust in us to go to Montgomery, we ought to do the right thing.
To wrap things up, tell the voters why they should vote for you coming up June 3rd.
If the people of Coleman County and District 12 will send me to Montgomery, I will go down there and represent them well. I will not embarrass them. I've been endorsed by the conservative Christians of the state of Alabama. I'm the only candidate running that's been endorsed by those folks, and I appreciate their endorsement. When I get to Montgomery, we will work hard to make a difference in Montgomery.
Very good. Thank you, Roy.
Thank you all for having me.
We'll be back with more of Today on 2 right after this.
At Premier Bank, we're a bit old-fashioned. We actually answer the telephone when you call. However, old-fashioned doesn't mean we aren't up to date. With the latest technology, Premier Bank meets the various needs of our customers. Mobile smartphone banking, internet banking, ATMs, convenient offices. At Premier Bank, we have the right products right now with good old-fashioned customer service. At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
I believe it is an honor and a privilege to be the sheriff of Coleman County, not a right. And as that honor and privilege, I believe it is the job of the sheriff to serve the needs of the people. It is not the people's job to serve the needs of the sheriff. I can make you this promise: I will lead the sheriff's office with honor, commitment, and integrity to every citizen of Coleman County. I would like to ask for each one of you your support and your vote on June 3rd in the 2014 primary election.
Our community billboards are brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. Baileyton Head Start will be taking applications for preschool services for children ages 3 to 5. Parents, you can call for an application at 256-796-2834. And the Coleman Area Autism Networking Group is inviting all individuals with a disability related to autism and those individuals' families to the training and workshop with the disabilities lawyer, and they're having a HOPE training workshop. They'll be held on Saturday, May 10th from 4 to 5:30 at the Margaret Jean Jones Center. And they'll have picnic and outdoor fun from 5:30 to 7, and for more information you can contact Rhonda Davis. And Smith Lake Park is having a Memorial Day Festival Saturday, May 24th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. There's free admission, arts and crafts, food vendors, gold cart, and bike parade. They'll have prizes, swimming pool will be open, and putt-putt golf. They'll have live music by DJ Scott Adams and Bama Country and more, so go check it out Memorial Day. And the Coleman Strawberry Fest is coming up. Saturday, May 10th will be the 5K and 10K at 8 a.m. at the Fest Hall. The 5K is $25 and the 10K is $30, and for more information you can contact Katie Free. And the VFW will host a Memorial Day program on in the Veterans Park at Sportsman's Lake on Saturday, May 24th. It'll be at 10 a.m. Those wishing to pay tribute to family members or friends lost in a war or to our fallen heroes in general are invited, and they are encouraged to come and pay their respects. That's at Sportsman's Lake. And if you have a community billboard you'd like to share with us, you can email it to us at channel2coleman@gmail.com. You can leave it for us by phone at 256-734-7399 or be our friend on Facebook at Channel 2 Coleman. We'd also like to wish a happy birthday to Katie Free, and she will be registered for the chance to win that ice cream cake from Dairy Queen that we're drawing for tomorrow.
The weather forecast brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet. Make the switch to Mitch. Sunny and breezy today, a high of 84. Cloudy tonight, low around 64. Rain comes into the area tomorrow afternoon, 70% chance of rain with a high around 78. And who's our guest for tomorrow?
Daryl Hicks is our guest tomorrow.
Daryl Hicks, running for re-election as Associate Commissioner. We'll talk to the political panel tomorrow. That's our program brought to you by Premier Bank.
Hope you have a great day.